answers now, Martin.
Tom, Israeli generals say they've drawn up all the plans they need to attack Iraq, but they say their attack will not be limited to the Scud missile launchers. The trouble is, they say, the world isn't listening to them. Don't count us out of war with Iraq, Israel is saying. Suddenly, Israel is inviting the foreign press to a series of military maneuvers, and the message, though unstated, is clear. As the world focuses on the armies fighting in the Persian Gulf, Israel is saying, look, we're ready. Israel's chief of staff and top generals have said publicly they're itching to take revenge on Iraq. And they have the power. Paratroopers hardened by war. According to Israel's Center for Strategic Studies, Israel has almost 4,000 tanks, 6,000 armored personnel carriers, 640 warplanes, 220 helicopters, all ready. The defense minister invited the press to see how quickly Israeli warplanes can load up and take off. His message to the pilots, your time will come.
The important thing to realize is that Israel's at war. We've been attacked by the Iraqis, missiles against population centers, deliberately trying to strike the civilian population. And our activities in this war are not going to be limited to just firing Patriot missiles against the incoming Scuds.
There's growing pressure from scared citizens to end the threat from Iraq.
Someone is saying, we're going to destroy you, and we're telling you we're going to destroy you, and we're going to do it. And the threats come every other day. He's been threatening for a long time. It's a horrible kind of thing to listen to.
All Israel needs is the green light from Washington. They haven't got it yet. But they feel it's just a matter of time until America will welcome Israeli firepower. Tom?
Thanks, Martin. In Saudi Arabia, Allied troops and a vast war machine still wait for a signal to move northward toward the battlefield, Kuwait. But they know the clock is running. NBC's Brad Willis has been with U.S. Marines on the front line now for the past month.
Yeah, you still got suppression. You still got suppression.
Ground war, a battle these Marines know is likely to come soon. These final days are being used to fine-tune fighting skills, cutting through enemy lines, preparing for trench warfare in the desert.
Go, 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 go!
The Marines say they're ready, but there is fear.
Armored vehicles. Every infantryman, I guess, is scared of the ground rumbling and big steel hulks coming at him.
Home. These days, it is even more on the minds of many, knowing that pushing north into Kuwait will bring the first conflict most of these young Americans have ever seen.
Most of these Marines have already packed their sea bags, storing their few personal belongings before going north into war. What's left are those final phone calls home to share hopes and prayers with loved ones.
Yeah, I like a collect call.
In a makeshift desert tent, quiet conversations with loved ones far away.
I love you very much. You getting my letters?
Like I said, I don't know how long this is going to be, but I just want to get back with my family, more or less. Start. Yeah, have my little baby.
20-year-old Lance Corporal Jason O'Kane is a newlywed who hasn't seen his bride in more than half a year.
You know, I pray every night, and I know that the Lord's with me, but it's good to talk to him, and to reassure them that I'm all right, too.
Still other Marines are getting what might be final mail calls before ground war. Lance Corporal Chuck Newell's 8-year-old sister sent him a school essay titled Peace. If we had peace in the world instead of greedy men who like to make war, she writes, her brother would be home. Brad Willis, NBC News, Saudi Arabia.